Hey all, John aka Whisky and Sound, and I'm back with another episode of Boilermaker Mondays. Now, a lot has happened, hence why I've been absent for the last 2 weeks, because the last episode was the beginning of the end for my socials. So it turns out that I got hacked on both my Facebook and Instagram accounts, which I was immediately locked out of and I could not gain access back to. I think my Instagram has been shut down, but the Facebook is still running around rampant trying to hack other accounts that are on my Facebook friends list. So that's very annoying at the moment because I've been trying to talk to Facebook about that one constantly and they think they're not doing anything wrong by the community guidelines. So that's very frustrating and it forced me to make a whole new social account on both Facebook and Instagram. So it's now on Instagram as whiskey.and.sound. So there's no underscores, they're full stops instead. And I've just got my Facebook up and running. So it's it's still John Yankovsky, but it doesn't have the I don't have a Whiskey and Sound channel connected to it like I used to with the old account. I'm just going to direct it straight to my personal account. And what else? Yeah, you'll notice that there's a photo of me holding a glass in my hand and I've got my blood knock bottles in front of me whilst I was at this tasting. So the photo of me with my daughter whilst I'm holding a bottle and she's staring it off, if you have that still active, like if you're still a friend to that account, get rid of that account. Just delete it, block it. Up to you if you want to report it, but I think it's just a waste of time. So yeah, we'll just move forward from there and hopefully it doesn't bug any more people. But I get the feeling that's not going to be the case. So anyway, I finally got past all those hurdles and now I'm back to doing a Boilermaker review, which I've been hanging to do. So, and I've still got plenty of beers left over from the Hairy Dog mystery pack, which I had bought, which was a whopping 32 cans. So, or was it 36? Either way, there's over 30 cans there that I've got to go through. And one of those is the Siréne, which I think that's how you pronounce it. Forgive me, fellow French that would be watching this, thinking, damn that man for his lack of pronunciation. But anyway, so this is Long Table Organic. So it's an organic wild ale. And it is 2.9%. So she's going to be a light one. I mean, you look at that and it is very light. It has like a little haziness about it. But ooh, okay. Almost going along the lines of a almost going down the path of a like a sour. So that's what I'm getting anyway. So what is it? Yeah, I want that. I want that goodness. Don't shortchange me. Right. Product of Australia too. So whereabouts are these guys made? They are Alphington. Yeah, right. So, okay. Hand brewed beer, made in Melbourne. And cool. Let's see how we go. So water, organic malts, organic hops, wild yeast culture. So this should be very interesting. Yeah, right. It does remind me very much of a sour. Yeah, pretty much. So, what to do that with? It is light. It's very, like, it's got like these, it's got like a pear note to it. It's got almost a grape note to it. Actually, it's a grapefruit note. That's probably what I'm picking up. Pears are in there as well, so it definitely leans itself more towards that, like that note. Yeah, right, it's got some funk to it in this nose. But it's just very light, and I think you need to have that chilled, and it's just refreshing to have. So, what to do that with? Curveball. Something I know that is equally delicate. New Zealand whiskey collection. It's a South Island single malt. So this thing has spent, if I'm not mistaken, the last 25 years in American oak bourbon casks. So I had the pleasure of working alongside Greg Ramsey on that one too, who's the distillery owner. And yeah, it was the first time I ever tried any of their New Zealand whiskies. So, or anything from New Zealand Whisky Co. So I was lucky enough to obtain a bottle of the 25-year-old, the double cask, which is over there. So that's another beast which I'll probably end up saving for another Boilermaker Mondays. So, but this one here, one thing I really like about this, and it's purely because it's a 25-year-old whiskey, which, fine, the bottle is only 350ml. However, you're spending under $200 for a 25-year-old whiskey. And I didn't realise that it was actually peated whiskey. Very subtle though, but it's got those lovely tropical fruit notes to them. It's got this real light, and I'm talking the lightest note of leather on the back end of it, which probably rounds off that earthiness. Yeah, it's definitely. And then I go back again and I pick up on like a menthol note. But yeah, it's got loads of tropical fruit, like the passion fruit, pineapple definitely in there. Yeah, and it's got that like a dusty menthol. But it's delicately put together. Like, this isn't a massive like hit you in the face kind of whiskey. It's super approachable. It's a 40% whiskey as well. So, but yeah, I was very pleasantly surprised when I was told that it was peated whiskey. So, right, so the wisp of smoke is on the back end, right there. Really good. So, yeah, so good. It's not. It's probably like it's a medium finish, medium to long. Do I call it? Well, yeah, it's still on the palate. Considering it's a 40% ABV, like, it's not acid flavor profile. It's very like, I would love to have tried this at cask strength, but I'm thinking that the delicate nature of the beer probably would work really well with this. So let's see how we go. Let's go whiskey wash and then a beer rinse to start off with. I think that's going to lend itself a bit better. Just light and refreshing. Really light and refreshing. Yeah, it doesn't get in the way of the peat, and it doesn't really cut anything as far as... Yeah, it just blended in really well. So, yeah, that was super approachable. Different, but approachable. We'll see how we go now with a beer wash and then whiskey rinse. So... Ooh, dusty. Really dusty. That's one way to actually, yeah. I think this probably lends itself to a bit more of a contrast pairing. So, yeah, it's just got that sweet, like, this has like a real funky sourness to it, and this just has a delicate tropical fruit note to it with just with a hint of peat on it. So, they really are polar opposites, but they don't cancel themselves out. They just seem to work. So it's just a real cool, refreshing Boilermaker. So I think it's just real super easy. It appears to work. So, is it my greatest Boilermaker pairing? No. Did it work? Yeah, it did. So, look, there are other beers that I could pair this well with, but as as just a what direction could I go with spur of the moment, because I've just tried this beer for the first time. Yeah, I think I've done not too bad with the pick. Could I have picked worse? Definitely. But I didn't on this occasion, so I'll still say that was a score. So, on that note, I'm going to leave you all to it. And I will be doing plenty more episodes to follow, so please stay tuned. And feel free to like and share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, but also give the new socials a follow as well. So that'll be really cool, because I lost all of my content that I had on there, which I was absolutely gutted about. So help me build it back up again. So help a brother out. What can I say? So on that note, I'll bid you all farewell, and I'll catch you next Monday for another episode of Boilermaker Mondays.